What's up, y'all? It's Alex Boyd here for Vlad TV, giving you a shout out. Pick up my song Light Up Tonight on iTunes. Summer evening in your warm embrace, and no one else around for miles. Hey. And moonlight kisses fall upon your face, and I think that we can make it if we try.
So, Alex, how did you start singing?
Well, I opened my mouth and I made some noise like this. I don't know. My mom tells a story. She says I was 3 years old singing Sesame Street, and I was so unpitched that it must have been a miracle. I don't know. Started singing when I was a kid. I loved it. It's what set me apart. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what made me feel special. So I kept doing it, and I chased it down and made a life out of it.
Right. So in the beginning, like, who were some of your influences when you first started?
I think my earliest memories of music were listening to the Beatles. Like, we were driving through the countryside in Scotland. I was on a family trip in Scotland, and we were listening to the Beatles, and that turned into listening to, I don't know, Peter Gabriel and Indigo Girls and Stone Temple Pilots, and that turned into Metallica, and then something happened where my brother introduced me to hip hop through Tribe Called Quest, and the next thing you know, I can't stop listening to Midnight Marauders. And then I discovered D'Angelo, Music Soul Child. The spectrum of influences is so wide. I know a lot of artists say, oh, I can't really define myself. I can't really define my music by any one comparison.
What makes you different from all the other R&B singers that are out right now? Namely, Trey Songz, Chris Brown, etc., etc.
My whole record is done live. Every instrument you hear on the album is live. There's no auto-tune on the entire record. Mm-hmm. I use brass. I use horns. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I think we wrote a really timeless record. Mm-hmm. I think that these are songs that maybe my grandkids will be like, damn, granddad, that shit was hot when you made that record, you know? And songs that I can also sing for a long career. Mm-hmm. I could sing these tunes when I'm 45, whereas I'm not sure that Trey Songz and Chris Brown are going to be jumping around doing backflips and singing this record when they're 45. Maybe they'll make a different one. I don't know. Yeah. And by no means am I suggesting any kind of upper hand. I think that they're really great at what they do. Mm-hmm. But it's a niche audience. Right. I think our audience is a little bit more. It's a little bit more broad.
Okay. So you think you have some classics on your hand?
Yeah.